A Gay and a Non-Gay is a podcast from James Barr and Dan Hudson. Whether you identify as gay or non-gay, you'll totes be offended by this.
Welcome to A Gay and a Non-Gay. Coming up, I've got a new boyfriend.
Dun dun. Do you really?
No, spoiler alert. No, I don't. But I do. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm intrigued. Also, we find out if James is a top or a bottom.
No, Dan. No, we're finding out if you're a top. We're finding out if you're a top or a bottom, not whether I'm.
Well, I'm not either, am I? It's not a thing that I.
No,
it's not in my world.
No, because that's why That's why we're going to do it. We're going to see if you were a gay man, whether you'd be a top or a bottom.
Well, that's not as interesting as an actual gay man.
Or a verse. Ooh.
I do like that phrase, verse, which
Why?
which you just said off air. I don't know. I've never heard it before.
You've never heard the term verse before?
No, but it's great, isn't it?
It means versatile.
No, I get that, but it's great.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to start using that all the time. What are you laughing at?
At the fact that you even said that. Sorry. Why? Where?
I don't know. Just
Where are you going to use that word?
I'll text when I use it. I'll text you.
Hey Dan, thanks for coming to the job interview. What makes you great for this job? Oh, I'm verse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worked for me.
Anyway,
welcome to A Gay and a Non-Gay.
Welcome
to A Gay and a Non-Gay. We're going to do the admin now if you want to just skip forward 15 seconds on your podcast player. You can follow us at Gay Non-Gay on Twitter. You can send us love or hate. And you can subscribe to our podcast by pressing subscribe. I don't know the admin, actually, if I'm honest. By pressing subscribe, and then we'll magically appear in your ears whenever we can be asked to do a recording.
We were supposed to do that. We were supposed to do one last week.
Well, we're supposed to do one every week.
Yeah.
But last week in particular, you decided to park in central London. And Dan couldn't find a parking space, so drove home. Who parks in central London?
Well, people that drive into central London.
No, why would you park in central London? What is wrong with you? Because it would just take you so long. It would take you like an hour to drive into town versus 10, 20 minutes on a tube.
Basically, yeah.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I didn't realise it was going to take as long as it did. It didn't take that long to get here, actually, to be fair. It was trying to find a parking space that took me...
There aren't any parking spaces.
Well, I know that now.
Why don't you just go to an NCP?
I did actually go into an NCP, took a ticket, and then I realised it was £13 for an hour, and I was like, I'm not paying that.
Oh, fuck you.
And then, what, would you have paid that?
No, do you know what? That has really pissed me off.
What, that it's £13
You've
an
really
hour?
Opened up something here. You've unhinged
what?
me. Can you not see the anger in my eyes? I'm so pissed off. I was dating this guy. His name was Ryan. And he...
Spoiler.
Oh, my God. So angry. So we've been on, like, loads of dates, and the conversation was very real. Probably too deep, too real. It was getting quite, like, intense. And I quite liked that at first, because I was like, oh, we're having, like, a real engaging conversation. But then I started thinking, God, this is way too much. This is way too much. Still too soon. Anyway, there's so many issues here. Also, yeah, but basically, what you hit on.
Well, what are they?
No, like, he was a vegetarian, which I couldn't really deal with. It was really annoying me. He was very neurotic and overthinking everything. It was really stressing me out, and I was trying to be helpful, but I just felt like a soundboard. And and then, finally, the date 6 came along, and I wanted to sort of say this to him. I was going to be like, look, I don't know what to do, because I really like you, but this is all stressing me out. Where are you at? Like, are you nervous? Am I nervous? Are we just clicking badly? But, like, actually, I think there could be something here. So that was date 6. That was my plan for date 6.
Okay.
Also, he'd text me saying, I went away to Paris for the weekend with my friend, and he texted me saying, also, even more weird, we hadn't had sex. We did not have any sexual...
I mean, that was going to be my next question.
No sexual intercourse. We kissed twice. There was nothing, like, sexual. So it was all very intellectual, very adult.
Had he maybe run out of douches? Sorry.
You can skip 15 seconds again if you want, because I'm just going to fucking hit Dan. No. I can't even remember where I was now. I'm so No, he didn't want to have sex until he had a relationship with someone. He wanted something more meaningful. How lovely.
Was he a man of the cloth?
No, yeah.
Oh, really?
Does that mean religious?
Well, specifically Christian, but yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Now everybody knows who he is. I've really narrowed it down. If anyone's listening and knows him.
You're looking at me like I'm supposed to know who he is.
No, I'm just like, oh, God. No, I mean, it's in like...
Ryan the Christian.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite specific, isn't it? Anyway, you'll see how this gets back to parking.
I'm intrigued.
See. So it was date 6. Oh, so he'd said to me in Paris, like, are you going to kiss anyone? You're not allowed to kiss any Frenchmen, FYI. He wrote that on my WhatsApp. I was like, okay, that's a bit out of order to say that to me.
He's joking, isn't he?
Well, right. So I joked back, oh, cool, but Americans and Englishmen and French and German men are all fine, just not French. Got it. Thanks very much. Which I think obviously annoyed him. I'm quite sassy.
Yeah, that's actually quite
I was kind
funny.
of annoyed because I was just like, you can't tell me what to do. Like, we haven't defined what we are.
Yeah, but he's kind of half joking.
No, it's quite controlling, I think.
Well, anyway.
Is that not controlling?
I think he's kind of saying that, or he was saying that to kind of work out
where I'm at,
what you were going to say, and work out where it's going or whatever.
Right, maybe. So maybe I handled that badly.
Yeah.
Potentially, maybe. But hey, we're all human.
Well, actually, no, I think your response was quite clever.
But then he also asked me if in retrospect, he was like, did you sleep with anyone while you were away? Like over a WhatsApp message. And again, I'm like, that's just so rude. Like, why would you, you don't have the right to ask me that.
Yeah, but
I haven't had sex with you. We're not in a relationship. I'm hardly seeing you. We're only on date 6. That's
but you're saying
heavy, I think.
Yes, but you were saying, oh, it's so in depth, and we blah blah blah.
Well, no, yeah, maybe, but I still think that's too much. I think that's wrong.
I do agree. I agree.
I don't think that's on, and I think if that's at the beginning, what the hell coming in like 2 months? That's how I think.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I want to be in a relationship, so I'm not being scared of one. I just think that's. I mean, this is opening up so many questions. God, this is like a 5-hour podcast.
I'd love to know how this is relating to parking.
Right, so anyway, on date 6, so I ring him and I'm like, hey, where do you want to meet?
He wanted to meet in the NCP.
And he was like, oh, up to you. And that's fine, but I hate this. When someone says, oh, up to you, where do you want to meet? And then you suggest somewhere and they go, no.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay.
It's then up to you to decide,
I don't know, like, why don't we meet in Holborn where we had our first date? Let's meet there. And he goes, oh, okay. So I was like, sorry, did you just at me? Like, what on earth was that?
On text?
No, this is on the phone.
Oh, right.
And he's like, oh, it's just that I've already paid for parking today, so I don't want to pay for parking again. And I'd rather meet somewhere where I don't have to pay. So can we meet somewhere else, like Oxford Circus? Because that's free, apparently. And I was like, okay, fine. And then I'm on the tube and I get a message, thank God for Wi-Fi, on the underground saying, oh, I hope you've not gone too far into town, but I can tell you're a bit irate with me, so I've headed home. Fuck you, Brian.
Yeah.
And how dare you not want to pay £5 or £13 for an NCP to meet me? I'm worth £13. So also, F you, Dan, for not wanting to meet me and pay £13.
Well,
I hate you both.
I can understand his parking issue.
No, you can't.
No, I can. If he's already paid once.
No, because you're on a date. Like, you don't bring that up.
But what I don't understand is if he's driving, why doesn't he just drive somewhere that's convenient for him to drive to? Can't he just pick you up from somewhere?
I don't know. I don't care anyway. I ended it. I texted him immediately and just said, I'm not feeling very good with this anymore, so let's leave it.
Okay.
P.S. I'm worth a pay and display. I don't have a lol to end this with,
No,
but I'm quite angry about it.
I was looking forward to where this was going, and yeah.
Well, I just think it's wrong. I just don't think that's on. And he drove a Skoda.
Yeah, but a Skoda isn't the joke that it used to be.
Well, in this story it is.
So what if he drove a?
Oh, I don't care really. I was just giving
What if he drove a Jag?
I was just telling the end of the story. I don't know. There's nothing else to say. Right, I want to do this quiz with you, Dan. It's called Are You a Top or a Bottom? It's a BuzzFeed, which works out the percentage of whether you're a top or a bottom. Right. Now, Dan wanted to do this with me, but it's pretty obvious. Well, I know which one I am.
But I don't know which one you are.
Verse. So now I want to...
Really? Okay.
Yes. Why is that? I thought we talked about this before. Did we not talk about this before?
I don't think we got to the asking what you were.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you do both?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Is that a common...
No, I wouldn't say so. I suppose it depends what you feel like doing, but yeah, I certainly feel like I'm verse. I think that's the whole, I think that's like more fun because you can just be both.
Well, yeah, I agree.
Plus, also, we talked about before, like straight porn. There's always a loser in that, isn't there? Like the woman is always. We talked about that and how there's not a winner. And actually, a friend of mine said she likes to watch gay porn because there's always a winner. Like both people are winners. And I think
everyone's a winner.
Yeah, I just think if you define yourself by a top or bottom, you're kind of defining. Sometimes you're defining more than that. Like personality and choice.
What, like dominant or
Yeah, and I just think
sub?
it's a bit odd. Right, so yeah, I'm verse. Right, so let's do it on you. I know you're not gay, but I'm really interested to know if you were, what your percentage would be.
Right.
What do you think you'd be?
Well, I guess I would be like top because you don't want to be the one getting fucked, do you?
Okay, why not?
Well, if you've got a choice.
Okay, cool. Right, so I want you to imagine you're about to have gay sex with a man. Do you want to pick a man? Pick a guy that you think is attractive as an actor.
Bruce Springsteen.
What? Bruce Springsteen?
Yes.
Really? Would you have sex with Bruce Springsteen?
The thing about that question is, so
This isn't part of the quiz yet, but yeah, okay.
the thing about that question, you'd have sex with anybody famous,
Yeah.
so you could say, "Oh, I had sex with Bruce Springsteen," or "I had sex with."
I don't think I'd have sex with Bruce Springsteen.
You'd have sex with anybody who's famous, so you could then tell the story of how you had sex with X person when you're in the pub or whatever.
I would not have sex with Honey G, so I could tell people I'd had sex with Honey G.
No, but you would,
I wouldn't.
because you'd be in the pub and you'd be like,
No, I wouldn't.
I bet everyone £1,000 that I've had sex with Honey G," and everyone goes, "Yeah, whatever," and then you go, "No, I have."
I promise you I wouldn't. But you would have sex with Bruce Springsteen.
What is
If. Okay, it's all hypothetical, so fine. I'm not forcing you. Bruce is not in the other room. But Bruce Springsteen.
Well, if I've got to pick a man, then yeah.
I don't
If
know.
I've got a gun to my
I
head.
need to look at him
If I've
because
got-
I don't know what he looks like.
Well, he's don't call him the boss for nothing, do they?
Well, you would know. Hang on. Bruce Springsteen. Oh, he's quite hot when he was younger. Oh, no. Yeah, he's all right.
He's good looking now.
Yeah, he's pretty daddy. Yeah, he's daddy. Okay. So, you and Bruce Springsteen are about to have sex. Question 1. How long would it take you to prepare? Would you just get down to it? Would you put some deodorant aftershave on? Would you have a quick shower? Would you have a thorough shower? Or would you have like an extensive procedure where you like did a manscape?
Well, because it's him and it's someone
Trimmed your nails.
of his magnitude, then I guess it's an extensive procedure, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess the thing is you wouldn't know it was going to happen until it happens. So you probably wouldn't have time, but you would choose
Right, but
an extensive procedure.
yeah.
What would you do in that procedure, just out of interest? I mean, that's not on the quiz either. I'm just really
What
interested.
would I what?
If you were about to have sex with Bruce Springsteen, what would your extensive procedure be?
I don't know. I mean, normally I would listen to Bruce Springsteen before building up to pretty much any activity. So
Really?
this might be the one activity where I don't do that because it might be a bit weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like we'll have a shower and a shave and stuff.
Okay, yeah, cool. All right. Would you have a douche? That's not a
Well,
question.
I'm told that's the thing that,
No, me
that
too.
one does, so I guess so.
I can't believe you listened to Bruce Springsteen as a warm-up for stuff. What's your favourite sex position? Question 2. Doggy, cowboy, missionary, standing up, 69 or something else. So not your favourite, but the one you'd want to do with Bruce Springsteen. What's the sex position you'd want to do with Bruce Springsteen? Is it doggy, cowboy, missionary, standing up,
Well, I think
69 or something else?
he's probably standing up with Bruce because it's like he'd have his guitar and stuff, wouldn't he? So
Is that the fetish, is it? That's the fantasy. He's got his guitar.
that's the
That's
Springsteen
Come on,
fetish.
standing up with Bruce Springsteen. Where would be your favourite place to have sex that's not a bed with Bruce? Would it be the shower, the sofa, the kitchen counter, the dining table, the floor, outside, in or on a car, or
But
somewhere else?
It would have to be in or on the car, wouldn't it, with Bruce? Because
Why?
so many of his stories about getting in the car and like driving into the sunset or whatever.
So
So
you're standing up, remember? So what are you going to do? Stand up against the bonnet, maybe?
yeah, I guess so.
One of you leaning on the bonnet,
I guess
the
so.
other one sort of standing up.
Yeah,
Where's
I-
the guitar?
Well, he doesn't have his guitar, like.
He's just holding it on around his like shoulder.
Well, yeah, I guess
He's
so.
naked, just with the guitar.
I guess so.
The sun is setting over the Rockies.
I get, yeah, that kind of thing.
So what we're saying?
Well, I'm saying it in or on the
In
car,
or on
yeah.
the car. Okay, cool. How kinky would you want to be with Bruce? Vanilla, a little kinky but nothing too wild, pretty kinky, quite creative, or very kinky, like seriously freaky stuff? This is Bruce Springsteen
um,
and Dan.
I think. Well, you got to go with what he wants to do, basically, haven't you? Because he's, as I say, he's the boss.
Yeah, it's true.
So I suspect he's probably quite vanilla because he's like a good guy, isn't he?
Do you think? Well, I don't know. I think good guys deep down are quite kinky.
Really?
Well, I don't. In my experience, if someone's quite good, they're probably quite kinky.
Okay. Well, fine. On that basis, then. I
don't know though. But I mean, so you were going to go with vanilla, but this is about you as well. This question is about you. How kinky would you say you are going to be with Bruce? Because we're changing this, obviously.
Let's
this
say
isn't you being a straight man. This is you being a gay man.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm trying to get into the
yeah. All right. Well, we can get into it. We can
mindset
talk
of
about it.
it.
We don't have to go straight away.
I think I'd go vanilla because I think
You don't want to do anything too weird.
Yeah.
You don't want to do any like pee or poo.
No, I mean no. I definitely want to do that.
I wouldn't either. Would you want to do like
But that, I mean, that you by saying that you brought up the age-old question. Right, let's do this first, and let's come back to that in a second. So, okay,
So
right,
you're
let's go
going vanilla.
Let's go
Did you
vanilla.
even know what vanilla meant until you met me?
Yeah, no, I did. There's a song called "Vanilla Sex" by a band called Rancid. So they taught me that when I was like 10.
Really? What's that about?
It's about the government trying to ban pornography.
I have no idea what to say. Okay, so number 4, how kinky would you say you are in a gay sex situation with Bruce Springsteen?
Let's say vanilla.
Let's say vanilla. You don't want to go in. You don't want to try.
No.
You don't want to be. You don't want to blindfold or anything too. No, because you want to see him.
Well, he rocks the bandana, doesn't he? So I guess actually you probably throw that into the mix.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
actually,
so nothing.
So I guess that's the little kinky, isn't it?
So maybe a little kinky,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
too
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you want that bandana,
Yeah.
even if he's like slapping your ass with it. You know what I mean? All right then, my son. Let's see.
Is that your Bruce Springsteen impression?
I don't know. Let's see if you're a top or a bottom. Oh, number 5. Okay. Has anybody ever called you daddy in bed?
No.
So, but would you want him to call you daddy?
Well,
I feel like he's the daddy.
yeah,
He's the daddy.
Yeah.
So no.
So no.
But would you ever want would you ever want him to say? Would you want him to say it back? No. You don't want to be a daddy.
No.
Which of these dates would you be happy to go on with Bruce? So you're not just having sex, then you're on a date with Bruce. Do you want to go for a couple of drinks, a fancy dinner, trip to the movies, a walk and a picnic, or the theatre?
I think with him, it's like it's a couple of drinks, isn't it?
Do you think?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I just thought you'd want to go to like the theatre with him, see like a musical.
No.
Couple of drinks.
Couple
with
of
Bruce.
drinks in like a proper American bar.
If you went on a dinner date with Bruce, what would you choose? Something light, not too heavy? A burger, ribs, steak, pasta, pizza, a veggie option?
It's got to be a burger.
Burger with Bruce, yeah. Springsteen burger.
Yeah. There's an amazing blog
Springsteen.
called I can't think what it's called, Bruce and Burgers. It's a girl that just blogs about Bruce Springsteen and burgers. Anyway, move on.
There is?
Yeah.
It's very niche. A burger with Bruce Springsteen, that sounds good,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, how do you like to split the bill with Bruce? You going to pay for it? Is he going to pay?
I'm not going to pay for it.
Do you want to split it equally?
No, he's going to pay. Because he's a multi-billionaire.
And he's the daddy. Bruce is paying. What's your favourite sexual asset on another guy? Now, this is obviously a difficult question, but imagining it's Bruce, what's your favourite? Is it the arse? Is it the dick? Or do you like them both equally?
Well, I think by process of elimination, the question is more which is your least worst favourite, isn't it? So,
For you.
if I had to stare at a guy's someone else's dick or their arse, or even my dick or I'd rather.
I mean, what about both equally?
No, I think a dick is much worse to have to look at, isn't it?
I don't know.
A dick is a horrible thing to have to look at.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It gives life.
Anyway, we'll put ass.
If you put arse, that might lean you towards being a top, just so you know, because I imagine by pressing arse,
Hey, right.
you're saying you're more attracted to his bottom. So you might end up topping Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, well
I don't know, but I feel secretly like you're hoping he's gonna fuck you.
let's just put ass, and let's move on in case I don't want to go. I'm not going on record as saying anything else.
What do you think is your best asset? Is it your arse, your dick, or do you like them both equally?
Well, I think your better asset is the one that everyone can see, isn't it?
Which is what?
Like nobody's seen my dick.
So what?
Well, I mean,
everyone's seen it.
The vast majority of people listening to this haven't. So I think it's got to be ass.
I think
that's a better asset because it's something that is visibly.
No, but to you personally, which do you prefer?
Well, Well, probably that anyway. Yeah, to be fair.
All right, we're pressing arse. Hi to everyone still with us. At number 11, how many sex toys do you own? None, one or two, a small collection. You've got quite a few, enough to stock a shop. It's not really about Bruce, this one, but...
None.
Yeah, none. Thought that would be the case. If you had sex with Bruce right now, would you want to top or bottom or both? Would you want to top, bottom, both, or do whatever he wants?
Well, you got to do whatever he wants.
Oh, you're such a sub, aren't you?
Yeah, but
you're such a sub.
This is a legendary...
Are you ready? This is it.
Yeah.
We're going to find out. This has been exhausting. Okay, so we're going to say you don't mind. You'll do whatever Bruce wants. You got 50% top and 50% bottom, Dan.
Okay,
You're
great.
first.
I'm first.
Congratulations.
I'm first.
Do you want a high five?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm more excited about in this scenario that I've met Bruce Springsteen and I'm with him. So I'm just,
Would you take a picture so you could prove it to people, even if it meant that there was a picture of his dick inside you?
I'll cross that bridge if
you'd take a picture
if I come to it.
Would you ask him to sing "Born in the USA" whilst he was?
He doesn't like to sing that song.
He doesn't.
He doesn't really do it live. No.
Oh, okay. What does he like?
Well,
"Born to Run."
Yeah, I guess.
Would you ask him to sing "Born to Run"?
I guess so.
I want to know what other songs there are so I can make other jokes.
They're not the only big ones are the ones that you know.
There's
no way to go after that.
I don't know what to do after that. I don't know whether to be turned on or slightly freaked out.
I was going to ask.
I think I'm slightly aroused.
Oh my God.
I think I am. That's quite hot. Also, I'm not wearing any underwear, which is a real problem for me today.
You've gone commando, really?
I forgot.
You've gone commando for the podcast?
My gym was really sweaty. My gym underwear was really sweaty, so I had to just not wear any. I just want you to indulge in my fantasy for a minute.
Right. I think we're going to make 15 seconds of this before we have to...
I just want you to shout, "Daddy!"
There's no way I'm doing that.
Harder!
This is mega awkward, and we're also in the tiniest room, the tiniest studio imaginable. I'm not indulging any more in your sick fantasies. Sick as in not good.
You're on the bonnet.
No, I'm not.
He's taking his clothes off.
Don't ruin this song for me.
He's taking his clothes
off.
Don't
ruin this song for me.
He's slipping his guitar down himself. Oh, mind the dick. He's just about to spit on it.
Oh.
He spit on it. He's looking at you with those hungry eyes. He's bent you over his bonnet. He's spitting on your bum.
Why is he doing that?
He's using his finger. He's warming it up.
Why? So why would he?
He's warming the hole up.
Why would he spit on my butt?
Because he's lubricating. He hasn't got lube. He's taking.
Oh, right. But why would you? Oh, he's spitting in it.
Yeah, he's spitting on your ass. Yeah. To
lube
it up.
What in it? Inside it?
No, just on it. Like,
what does that do?
Like to lube it up.
But why do you need your ass cheeks to be lubed up?
No, your hole. He's lubing your hole up.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Inside it.
What do you mean? Why?
No, that's what I mean. Inside it.
I always get so panicked we're going to end up on air. Because he wants so that he can put it in. Otherwise, it'd be too.
No, I know, but I thought you meant he would. I just said.
Just shout, Daddy. Daddy. Come on.
If I do that, will we? Is this now? This podcast is over. I can go home.
Wait, it needs to be the right moment. Who's the daddy? Who's the daddy? Who's the daddy?
Daddy, right, let's go. See you next week. Never listen to this song again.
Oh, that's amazing. I wish I'd taken a picture of your daddy face.
If you want more, subscribe at gaynongay.com or on iTunes or, whoever your favourite podcast supplier is. Kisses. Mwah.